actually, while I'm in the menu, looks like I missed 2. I missed the second puzzle. How did I miss the second puzzle? It said there were no hidden puzzles. I talked to everyone, right? Maybe there's a granny... What's her face? Single bell hangs in the belfry. Perhaps it is sounded on special occasions. Alright, the laws of hint coins dictates that no more hint coins are on this side of the screen. Look at that bench, Professor. Wouldn't it be nice to spend a whole day on it reading in the sunshine? Oh, that would be a horrible idea. The heck? Knights are standing guard at the entrance. I guess we can't go in. Those sucklefoos are here. You gonna turn me in? You know what? Not this one. Oh well. Boo-hoo. That's enough already. Won't you ever stop crying? Why are you crying? The witch is coming. Oh, so you both read the story too, right? I'm afraid of the witch. Save me, sis. You wimp. You're a boy, aren't you? It should be the other way around. You should be the one saving me. Hold on. Need to make an adjustment. Chords and all that other crazy stuff. You're the one who wants to be a knight. I can't beat a witch. I'm toast. Will you just stop crying? What about me, huh? How do you think I feel? I'll never be a knight. Don't worry, you just have to be brave. You can still be a knight. And you can look after your sister, too. Here, it's just like in this puzzle. Cloudy Crossing. Use the clouds and build a bridge across to get to the princess in the castle. Touch a cloud to move it up or down with your magic spell. Clouds that are raised become sturdy and perfect for crossing, while clouds that are lowered turn into gloomy gray rain clouds unsuitable for crossing. Be careful, your magic is a bit off today. As a result, moving any cloud will move its neighboring clouds as well. Okay. I goofed that. Boom shakalaka.
See what you think of this. As you'd expect from a gentleman in training.
You did it. The princess is most happy to see you. Oh, that's amazing. He really made it to the princess. At last, the crying stops. You must remember to be brave even when you feel afraid. Sometimes, even I feel scared if I'm alone. I believe that if you're with someone you care about, you can overcome any fear. Got it, thanks. From now on, I'll take care of Petal. Really don't mind one way or the other. But I do wish you'd stop your crying. Yep. here? A new person. Hello, sir. Did you gentlemen see the parade? Certainly did. The turnout was most impressive. It seemed almost everyone in town was present. Well, it's always a good turnout, but more to the point, what do you make of the story? The very idea of a witch appearing makes me shudder. Thinking of closing up shop and heading home early today. So do you believe it will be safer to stay at home tonight? That's exactly what I believe. But that's not all. Just look at the weaponsmith over there. His weapons are selling like hotcakes. Why are weapons selling so well? Well, lad, I should have thought that would be obvious. It's because the knights are buying them. They're replenishing their stock of weapons on account of the witch. As a merchant, I'm rather envious. You'll surely make a fine profit this day. Meanwhile, I'm but a pawnbroker getting almost no custom at all. That's too bad. You gentlemen should also consider going home before it gets dark. We thank you for the warning. Right. Gotta make sure, you know. Let's go here. We didn't get all these hint coins. The characters were slippier than I thought. Seems they have left this area, sir. Shall we head back, Captain? The men should return to the guard post. What? This is a disgrace, letting those two slip away under our very noses like that. Let's take another look. Yes, sir. Sounds like we shouldn't be hanging around this area too long. Indeed, let's head for the east shopping area before they find us. I agree. If we lay low for a while, at my place, perhaps the knights will give up and go home too. You gotta lay low. The atmosphere in Gaiety has dissipated. The story has fearsome power over the people here. The person who was waving up there is now gone. Or not a puzzle. Did you two see the latest story? When you say latest, I'm assuming that these parades are held on a regular basis. I mean, you don't know that. People these days. No one knows a thing. Never mind, I'm a forgiving sort. Suppose I should fill in the gaps in your knowledge. Not very polite. A storyteller appears in a parade before the common people whenever he writes a new story. It would be no overstatement to say that I spend every waking day looking forward to the stories that he provides. So you look forward to stories in which witches burn people? What are you saying? That only happens to be the story this time. Usually the storyteller writes the most wonderful stories. That's why I thought he would give us a wonderful chapter today, too. Instead, I found myself caught up in the crowd. My glasses were broken, and I was bitten by a dog. Don't feel down. Every cloud has a silver lining, so they say. Don't feel down? Don't feel down, you say? Do I look like I'm feeling down? No way am I feeling down. If my unhappiness is recorded in the storyteller's pages, then so be it. Oh, sorrow, a part of me is such sweet sorrow. It seems that not all stories are born equal. Why do I feel that a person's character might have something to do with it? This is not easy. Well, goodbye, birds. You two, you were causing quite a bit of a commotion earlier. We weren't causing a commotion. The storyteller's story is always right, and I cannot abide anyone saying otherwise. Then you believe that a witch will appear and commit some foul crimes. Of course I do. The storyteller decides everything that happens in this town. Whether folk meet with good fortune or ill, all that comes to pass is already decided by the storyteller. Whoever the victims are, they're probably up to no good on a regular basis. Spend every day as an upstanding citizen, so even if a witch does appear, I have absolutely nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. No use pretending. I am afraid of the witch. It's over for me. Maybe you want to go home as soon as you can. I'm already reaching that point, as I do with past Layton games, where I feel it is time to stop talking to people that aren't giving me puzzles. Hey, Professor, the minstrel is singing a song again. I believe you're right, Luke. Let's go and listen while taking care not to disturb him. The crowd, they thronged. In the afternoon sun, the story was told, and the creator was done. Oh, what a tale, the story's so fearful. Oh, what confusion, no one was cheerful. Oh, this bardly bard named Bardley must tell you without fail, as it is his duty to relate to you this tale. In the darkness of night, when the sun has gone down, the shadow of the witch shall appear, and the unfortunate couple, walking in the darkness, shall come unerringly to the witch, and bathed in the witch's fire, their lives will be consumed by her flames. Oh, the story you hear today is terrible, I have to say. Thank you for that wonderful, wonderful piece of information. Oh, we're here. This is the bakery. I can smell the bread baking. There's some excellent bakers working here. Come on, I'll introduce you. Oh, I've already been here. Just talk to you real quick. So, did you both read the story? Yes, we did. It said a witch will appear and 2 young people will be burned, right? It's a terrible story. There will be a feeling of dread hanging over the town tonight. Aren't you afraid? You seem so relaxed. Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't afraid. But what's written is written, and there's nothing we can do about it. The story can't be changed once it's been written, so no use moaning about it now. Don't you feel there's even a possibility that the story might or may not come true? That sounds a bit deluded to me. You know, you should be careful. The story was of 2 young people, and I'm thinking that matches you two perfectly. Aren't you afraid? Afraid? Us? Nah. In any way, we're a group of 3 at the moment. Hello, Petter. Have you come to buy bread again today? I think there's some freshly baked bread about to come out of the oven. Ah, yes. Maybe I'll do that. Thanks, Isabella. I don't know. I can't predict when they're just gonna flash the screen white. Professor, it's the smell of freshly baked bread. Indeed, Luke. It's certainly whetting my appetite. I bet the staff here are really talented.
Welcome! Our bakery uses only the finest ingredients. Upper crust goods for not much dough.
Talented and highly enthusiastic, it seems.
I was not expecting Phoenix Wright to be in here.
He's kneading the dough pretty hard, isn't he?
I would rather liken the motion to pounding myself.
Oh, Mr. Wright, these gentlemen aren't customers. They're my friends.
Oh, really?
Hey, Espella. Welcome home.
Hello, Maya. Where's Aunt Patty?
The boss? She's gone to the market. She should be back at any time now. Sorry about Nick here. He didn't realize you weren't customers.
Not at all. There's nothing wrong with such sincere dedication to one's job.
Mr. Wright, Maya, meet my friends, Mr. Layton and Luke.
A pleasure. My name is Herschel Layton.
And I'm Luke Triton. Nice to meet you.
I'm Maya Fey. And this is Nick, my assistant baker.
Phoenix Wright, pleased to meet you. How come I'm the assistant?
Yeah, the flashing light does occur in the game. Mr. Phoenix Wright and Miss Maya Fey. Somehow not quite the kind of names I'd expect to hear around here. Have you both been working here long? Yep, must be going on 5 years now. Isn't that right, Espella? Yes, I suppose it must be. Hey, you know what? Seeing as you're both friends of Espella, I think we can give you guys a little something on the house, of course. Wow, really? Sure, why not? I actually just took some freshly baked walnut bread out of the oven, so... Core! So that's what that great smell is. What the heck does core mean? I bet it's delicious. You think the scent is good? You should try tasting it. You too, Mr. Layton. It's so good it'll knock your hat off. I'd be delighted to. That's most kind of you. Bars?
Take that!
The bakery uses only the finest walnuts. You'll go nuts for our walnut bread. How many times do I gotta tell you, Nick? You're supposed to say, here's your order. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I don't know why, but I just get the urge to point and shout like that sometimes. Bad, Nick. Bad. You can't keep shouting at the customers like that. The boss will be all over you like butter on toast. Wouldn't it be better to say, like, be all up on you like crust on bread? You know? Because all bread has crust on it until you cut it off. But you have to actively put butter on the toast, you know? So, like, that toast ain't gonna be buttery au natural. But it is gonna be crusted au natural. That baker, he's quite a character, isn't he, Professor? Yes, indeed. There's something curious about the both of them. They both seem somehow out of place in this world. Most intriguing. My room is upstairs. We can get there from behind the counter. Feel free to take something to eat. No! What's wrong? She seems to be upset about something. Let's ask her if there's anything we can do to help. Right you are, Professor. Or I can look around for some picarats. Y'all hide in here. See, look at, or not picarats, hint coins. Well, you all hide in the hint coins. Last one has to be over here. Oh, God. Hey, Epic Otter. Large variety of bread. One could have a different type every day of the week. They're all baked to perfection, and the smell is making my mouth water. I've never really thought of bread like this. You know, like some freshly baked scones, maybe. They would go very well with some tea. Like, I don't think I've had bread so good that it just is absolutely fantastical, you know? Like, no slice of bread has ever been more tasty than a taco or something like that. But, you know, maybe I just haven't been there. I've had some tasty bread. At Panera Bread, they have this, I don't even know what the name of the bread is. But there's a bread there that they have with their bacon turkey bravo. And it has like a glaze on the crust. So it's kind of sweet on the crust. But the inside is like kind of like pink or something like that. You know, maybe like a little tomato-y or something like that. It's really good bread, you know? But, you know, does it make my mouth water? You know, is the bread the best part of that sandwich? I don't know. I don't know. Now goes the puzzling and lawyering. Well, I'm killing the puzzles. I'm struggling at keeping my law license, we'll say. Or if I came across as rude earlier, please pay it no thought. It's just that sometimes I get carried away when I'm pounding the dough like that. Well, it was kind of surprising to hear a big thump like that, even if you were just kneading the dough. And when you said, "Take that," my heart nearly stopped. When I bake great bread, I guess I just feel the need to present it to the customer like that. I like Panera's grilled mac and cheese a lot. I like mac and cheese without the cheese. So I just like the mac, I guess. What is... Oh, I guess mac is macaroni. Macaroni and cheese, yeah. I'll eat the macaroni. You know, put some salt on there, you know. Macaroni is good. You can keep the cheese. What's the matter, Miss Faye? It's these loaves of bread, and after I'd arranged them, all so nicely, too. It's all Nick's fault. His pounding messed up everything. Me? But I was only kneading the dough. What am I going to do? I have to fix this before the boss gets back. Most unfortunate. Perhaps we can lend you a helping hand. Really, thanks a lot. You'd be doing me the biggest favor in the world. Maya, you could try to show a little restraint sometimes, you know. Not at all. Helping those in need is the duty of any true gentleman. Not only that, but if we all chip in and help, we'll soon have it sorted out. Totally. We should all help each other out in times of need, right? Puzzle? Puzzle. Use your loaf. The neatly placed loaves of bread on display at the front of the bakery were thrown into disarray. In the process, it seems an extra loaf managed to find its way among the bunch. Take a look at the picture on the top screen and find the extra loaf of bread. Place it into the basket once you found it. Oh, you can rotate? Oh, man. Particular kind of puzzle requires you to manipulate the objects on the screen, touch the end of the stylus to rotate. Okay. Some puzzles you can also touch the center of the object. Okay. Alright, let's begin. Okay, first I need this one. Then I need oh, not where you're supposed to go. Yes, this one. Not that one. Not that one either. Those two are good. Wait. That one's not good. It's kind of hard to tell with these like slash marks. Regardless, this one is actually fine. Those are fine. From the perspective of the one, like, I don't know, blueberry one on the left-hand side, it's kind of hard to tell the angle, but this is probably incorrect. Although this one is correct, and so is this one. Those are good. I just have to decide between those three. I find it incredibly unlikely that this one is actually the one. You know, every one here, well, I guess it could be this one too, you know, like maybe it just like fell on there or something. Let's see, this one. Guess I need to build this out. Building it out is taking all my space. Need more space. Alright, so this one, I guess... Honestly, I don't even know. Knock this one up to another Sokofu Layton puzzle. This one doesn't appear to be anywhere. You can make an argument for the rest of these. But this one right here, there's no spot where it fits. I think I'm gonna go with that. I could be wrong. But it doesn't look like I'm wrong.
See what you think of this.
Alright, that one took a while. You found it. Now that's using your loaf. Perfect. That's exactly how they were before. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks. You really saved my bacon. It's no more than any young English gentleman would do. You said English. What's that? And where have I heard it before? Hey, Maya, the boss is back. Hello, everyone. Just as I was wondering what the commotion was all about, I see you're back, Isabella. Welcome home, Aunt Patty. Were Maya and Phoenix doing a proper job of minding the shop while I was gone? Of course we did. Naturally. You know you can count on us. I may be calling her boss, but she seems like such a warm and friendly person. She certainly does, Luke. And she has a heartwarming smile, too. Oh, such flattery. You're just trying to make me blush. By the way, Isabella, are these two gentlemen customers of ours? These two are friends of mine. They kindly helped me out once in the past. I was so happy to see them again that I invited them here. Pleased to meet you, madam. My name is Herschel Layton, and I'm Luke Triton, the professor's apprentice. Is that so? It seems Isabella is indebted to you both, though it's certainly a pleasure to meet you both. As a thank you from me for helping Isabella, please feel free to stay as long as you like. We just happen to have an empty room that you're welcome to use if you wish. Thank you for your kind offer, madam. Yes, I imagine you both must be feeling hungry. Well, actually, I'm more than a little peckish. I'm hungry too. I can't wait to get me some tacos today. Ah, you don't say. Well, in that case, let me offer you something special. My very own creation. Wonderful. And that face baked on the surface must be a masterpiece. Yes, I'm proud of it. I use a secret technique to make it extra fluffy. Yeah, and it's totally dried out. No moistness in that bread at all. Only the best for our special guests. This is great. Still, we don't really have a whole lot else to offer, only bread. Only bread? I mean... Hey, Espella, shouldn't you show our guests to their room? Let's just forget the bread. Forget the bread? I mean... Mr. Layton, Luke, let's go upstairs now. Oh, what's going on? Just trust me. Come on. Only bread? Forget the bread? What kind of attitude is that? You two expect to come in full-fledged and only to half-baked attitude and throw you in the oven and you're both well done. Yeah. They got the plaid pantry bread? Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yep. And they didn't close it up all the way, you know? So they let some air in there. Yeah. You can run a knife across that and you can just hear the staleness on the bread. Didn't expect that. I'm sorry. She's usually so kind and gentle. When it comes to bread, I suppose it shows how dedicated she is to her craft. I guess it must be fun to live in such a lively place, though. Yes, it is. It's thanks to them that I enjoy living here as much as I do. Miss Claire is always so cheerful and kind to me. And Maya and Mr. Wright are so energetic, Maya especially. It's certainly an interesting group, particularly those two. But Espella, what about your family? It's a bit complicated. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Yes, you did. Ah, Eve. What's the matter, Eve? Are you hungry? Sorry, it's my cat. Must be supper time. I see. Please, go ahead. Don't mind us. Alright, gato. Thick volumes are lined up on the shelf. Roof windows make this room very bright. Yo, roof windows? That sounds pretty cool. Ours with jam, perhaps they all have vibrant colors. A pick-a-rat coin, or my hint coins. I keep calling them pick-a-rats. I don't know why. Very pleasant room. You can see the blue sky through the window roof. What? That's not what I'm looking at. Aunt Patty chose this room for me. Fascinating. I'm not done here. Oh, I hit move. That's what happened. What's up, gato? Well, Espella has a pet cat. Its name is Eve, huh? Finely groomed black cat, I must say. I'm sure Espella takes excellent care of it. What about this? Bardo. Such a cute cat. So well behaved and clever, too. Thank you. Eve is a real friend. Should have saved, actually. Oh, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Mr. Layton, you wanted to ask me something, didn't you? What was it you wanted to know? Well, there are a few things. Perhaps I'd better ask them one at a time. It might take a while, if you can spare the time. Yes, of course. Anything I can do to help. Thank you, Espella. Well then, first off... what I want to ask Espella about is... go with that one. Could you tell us again what happened between the time that we were separated in London and your returning to Labyrinthia? You said you can't clearly recall what happened to you, is that right? No, I can't. When I came to, I was back here in Labyrinthia. I can remember everything up until I boarded that cargo ship. But after that, I just can't seem to remember how I got back here. Seems the townsfolk didn't even notice that I'd been away. I'd almost thought the whole thing must have been a dream, until the two of you appeared here in Labyrinthia. It seems I wasn't dreaming after all. Yes, it all really did happen. You came to my office, and then the witch came for you. So does that mean that the witch brought Espella back to Labyrinthia? Well, I suppose so, but why was I in London in the first place? Why did I meet you two gentlemen, and why was the witch after me? I just can't seem to remember why. Espella, you and Carmen were running away from the witches, weren't you? Carmen? You mean to say that you don't remember being in London with Carmen? Carmen took you with him and tried to escape from this town. Carmen took me with him and tried to escape. Sorry, I don't have a vague memory of Carmen, but why was I in London? I just can't seem to remember. You remember this letter, Espella? Letter? Yes, Carmen gave you this letter and instructed you to bring it to me. You followed his advice and brought it to me in my office. That letter, could I take a closer look at it? Yes, of course. Or a grocery outlet, for that matter? Keeps jam in her bedroom? Yeah, man. Why wouldn't you keep jam in your bedroom? I keep all kinds of things in my bedroom. I got some cereal over there. I've got some flavored fruit juice pouches. I've got some cranberries over there. Some dried cranberries. I had chocolate once upon a time. I probably got some other stuff. I got some water. Keep all kinds of stuff in your bedroom. Do you remember anything? I don't remember the letter, but this writing does look somewhat familiar. I do have a feeling that there was someone there next to me. Espella, are you alright? I think I remember Carmen. Really? Right, I do know him. I definitely know Carmen. Carmen was here in this town. In fact, he was in this very shop. In this shop, Espella. But according to the townsfolk, they've never even heard of him. Yes, that's right. What they say contradicts what I remember. That's why I'm finding it so difficult to trust my own memories. Please don't let that deter you. We'd be grateful to hear what you know. Please do let us know what you can recall. According to my memory, Carmen was working here in this bakery. But there are already two workers in the shop, right? Mr. Wright and Maya. Airplane. Those two have been working here making bread for some time now. Or at least, I'm quite sure that must be the case. Miss Eclair and anyone else around here would soon tell you so. That's why I put no faith in my memory. This difference in perception is certainly intriguing. And the fact that Carmen worked here has me somewhat curious. Do you think all the townsfolk could just be pretending not to know? I mean, maybe Carmen really was here and they're acting like they don't remember. After all, he did mention that in that letter that he wrote that he escaped from Labyrinthia. How about we go and ask a few people around the town? No, Luke, I don't think that's a good idea. As you are no doubt well aware by now, a single word out of place can be enough to bring in the knights against us. Not only that, but I really cannot believe that Miss Eclair would pretend not to know him. She's always so straight with people. She's never two-faced. I see. Perhaps, Luke, we should be thankful that she took care of him. Yes, you're right, of course, Professor. By the way, in that letter, Carmen claimed that this town held a mysterious secret. He implied that he wanted me to solve Labyrinthia's mystery. Do you have any idea what that mystery could be? Labyrinthia's mystery? Sorry, but I've never even suspected that this town holds any secrets. Then what might it have? And what might it have been that Carmen was investigating? What was Carmen investigating? I think I might know what it could be. One time, Carmen asked me this. Why is it that whatever is written by the storyteller in the history Labyrinthia always becomes fact? If that puzzle can be solved, then we will unravel the mystery of Labyrinthia, he said. But Carmen didn't believe that what's written must always come true either. Well, I'm not sure, but what? It's only natural that what's written in that book must come true. And it's hard for me to believe that both of you and Carmen could doubt this. Well, speaking for myself, I can't just believe it so easily. Nevertheless, to the people of Labyrinthia, it appears to be a matter of common sense, which is why those knights treated us with such suspicion. That's true, but are you saying that in your London there's no story? Well, there are certainly none that come true as the Historia Labyrinthia does. In the world as we know it, such a notion is inconceivable. As I suspected, Carmen is from the same London as you two, so I suppose it makes perfect sense that you should all think in that way. Incidentally, what action did Carmen take after he came to suspect the story? Well, Carmen often visited the Great Archive. Great Archive? Yes, that's where all the volumes of the story are kept. You mean to say all previous volumes too? Yes, every volume of the story so far, all of them. I see. In other words, he wanted to confirm the authenticity of the story. But Professor, surely he wouldn't be in trouble with the witches just for looking at some books. As I recall in the letter he sent me, he wrote, I realized the town held a mysterious secret and decided to get to the bottom of it. But before I could, they found me. I believe that was it, which probably means it wasn't just ordinary books that he was investigating. It's quite likely that the books had something to do with the witches. So you mean Carmen came close to unraveling Labyrinthia's mystery, and therefore became the witch's target, is what you are suggesting. I believe that would be highly probable. But why did the witches? Isabella, have there been other stories involving witches before this? Yes, there have been many stories about them. All of these stories are also being kept in the Great Archive. Stories about the witches are no doubt a source of considerable fear for the townsfolk. So why is it deemed necessary to keep such stories in the Great Archive? They are an important source of information for the Inquisition. Their prime objective is to capture witches and protect the people of the town. So you're saying that in order to fight the witches, it is essential to read about them and learn their ways. Yes, that's right. Stories involving the witches are under the authority of the Order of Knights. And the Order of Knights was established to protect the town of Labyrinthia. The storyteller, the Order of Knights, and the Inquisition, they are the ones who govern this town. The entire fate of Labyrinthia is decided by the Creator, otherwise known as the Storyteller. That personage is the weaver of all life in Labyrinthia, including the current horrifying story involving the actions of a witch. It then falls to the Order of Knights to protect the town from such events. The Knights not only protect the people, but also act as the storyteller's guard. And finally, the Inquisition is responsible for trying the witches in the witches' court. So I guess Layton is going to be tried as a witch, and Phoenix Wright has to get him out. That's what makes sense right now. That is the manner in which this town is managed and order is maintained. Undoubtedly, it was the Order of Knights keeping peace during the parade we saw. That's right, the storyteller holds those parades from time to time. He gives the townsfolk the story that will determine their fate from that time onwards. The story this time involved a witch, which explains why the knights were on such high alert. I wonder what spells will be used this time. If only we could check in that book. Just a moment, Espella. What was it that you just said? Do you mean to say that there is a book about magic? Yes, there is, in the Great Archive. It describes all the spells that provide the witches with their wicked power. It is a special book used by the Knights of the Inquisition to aid them in their investigations. That's it. That must have been what Carmen was so interested in. He was investigating the witch's power. Of course, it's possible that he came upon a secret that he shouldn't have known. And that's why the witches attacked him? Indeed, Luke, that may be the reason. The story, so respected by the people and the witches whom they fear. There could be a certain secret connecting those two in some way. She isn't Harvey Dent for sure? Harvey Dent? Ain't nobody want to be Harvey Dent. This isn't actually the future. Oh wait, wrong game. What game are you talking about, Mr. JRPG? What do you call it when Barry Allen is being fried? A flash in the pan. But what if Barry Allen is being fried in one of those like restaurant fryers, or being air fried? There's no pans involved in those cases, Epic Otter. Just gotta throw that out there. Thank you, Espella. It seems we now know where to begin with our investigation. So you'll be visiting the Great Archive. Yes, indeed, the book about magic that resides there may well provide a valuable clue towards unraveling the mystery of Labyrinthia. We'd better get going with our investigation straight away, right, Professor? Absolutely, Luke. We must solve this puzzle for Carmen's sake, as well as for our own. Mr. Layton. Please take me along with you. I'm not sure that's wise. It might put you in more than a little trouble. It is likely that Carmen's investigations are what led him to being pursued by witches. And if that's the case, the path we tread may well be fraught with danger. Even so, I really would like to help you. Talking with you both like this, I too have come to believe that there must be a secret to this town. I want to help you find the truth. Well, Espella, I suppose that settles it. From here on in, let's do our very best to solve this mystery together. Yes, together. I'm the professor's apprentice, so if there's anything you need to know, just ask. Thank you, Luke. I'll be sure to do that. Well then, without further ado, let's follow in Carmen's footsteps and visit the Great Archive. Quite certain that's where the clues are waiting to be found. Yes, let's go. Not you, Eve. I'm afraid you'll have to stay here until I get back. Yeah, you witch cat? It's totally a witch cat. Yes. Please wear this necklace so that we know where you are at all times and can listen in on your conversations. Oh, my pendant. I almost forgot it. It's a lovely pendant, Espella. It's very old. I can't even remember how old I was when I started wearing it. Right, sorry to have kept you. Shall we leave for the Great Archive now? Oh, Espella, are you off out somewhere? Are you off out somewhere? That is what she said. Yes, I'm taking Mr. Layton and Luke to see the Great Archive. Is that so? Well, you might want to hurry. It looks like it might rain at any time. Oh yes, that reminds me. Could you get me something while you're out? Just on your way back would be fine. Yes, of course. What can I get for you? Some goat's milk from Mary. I forgot to get some when I was at the market. Okay, I'll drop around to Mary's farm on the way back. Would you? There's a milk bucket ready around the back. Milk, you say? Naturally, our bakery uses only the finest goat's milk for our milk loaf. It's so fluffy and white, it's delicious. Core! What does core mean? Sounds great. Let's be certain to try some later, Luke. I'm totally up for that. Yo, you down for the block or you down for the block? I did get all of them there. Oh, you have a puzzle. Okay, true. How about this then? What do you call Barry Allen having sex with someone who is attracted to all genders? A flash in the pan. I don't get that one either. I don't get that one at all. Oh, pansexuals. I get it now. That's... yeah, okay. I got you. The only reason I know that is because there's a streamer that I watch that utilizes the tag pansexual. And I had wondered what that meant, and at some point someone in chat was like, hey, what does pansexual mean? And the streamer explained that, and I was like, oh, okay, I know what that means now. So huzzah! So you two are good at problem solving, Art, or are you? Well, actually, more like puzzle solving than problem solving, really. Is that so? Well, perhaps you could help me then. Someone came to me for help, and it's a little difficult for me to solve. A customer wishes to have their fabric design filled with color. Use the magical stamp to fulfill the customer's request and color in the design. Stamping a previously colored area will cause that colored area to disappear. Slide the stamp around with the stylus and touch the touchscreen to stamp. Use the touchscreen to guide you. Oh, this one's gonna be a suck-a-foo. This one is going to be a suck-a-foo. Oh yeah. Giga suck-a-foo. This is already a nightmare. Just start this over. I need to figure out what to do over here. hate this perspective as well. It's a Stokofu. Now, how do I get rid of those? Hmm. This one's gonna take, the perspective on the top screen is a nightmare, like a legitimate nightmare. I don't know how I want to get this area. Need to repeat the same thing over here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Come on. You know I didn't want to do that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Can I just use the... Alright, we're using the D-pad. Oh, I did it.
This is my answer.
Stokofu.
As you'd expect from a gentleman in training.
That is quite the lovely design. The customer is sure to be pleased. Get a better stamp. Well, I never. You've really solved it, haven't you? If you have a puzzle to be solved, you can always rely on us. What a gentleman. I'll have to bake you something extra special later to show my appreciation. I'm already looking forward to it. You got a puzzle? No? So you're both friends of Aspella's. I'm glad to see she has friends like you. Sorry if I came across as rude earlier. Please play it no thought. Just sometimes I get carried away and I'm pounding the door like that. I've already spoken to you about this. Alrighty. Let's save. And this is where we will be calling it quits for today. When it comes to visual novels and things like that, you know, I gotta preserve the voice. I'm gonna be reading all week, and I'm gonna be doing puzzles. It's gonna be crazy. Gonna be crazy. Anyways, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific, to continue with some more. Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I always have to think which one comes first, you know? It always gets me. Anyways, I don't see anybody streaming, so I am out of here. Peace.